constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Horned Frogs offense has the ball first today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming into this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Rides to back and leaves it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Horned Frogs are on the move. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Snagged out of the air. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out quickly. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. So Washington's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but it's...
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. On target over the middle. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. They'll give it to the back. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Working that left side now. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Power football with the run. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal block on that offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. And he missed it. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Makes it past the marker. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. Jukes his way for more. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Horned Frogs are on the move. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Jackson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Jackson. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. The Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Horned Frogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. he's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Off the play fake. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown! Quick strike through the air for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. North Carolina went on the road and just dominated, and that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Tar Heels ever do that? Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're working that left side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Gives it on the option. Touchdown, TCU! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Washington, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. To the air on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The give to the single back. Good call good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Might as well give it to him again. Oh, what a move. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. Pick off! What a play by this defense! He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. Gives him the big stiff arm. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he...
Touchdown, Huskies! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Wants to throw on third down. Get it out on the screen.
My old coach.
There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Gonna swing it on second down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got out of trouble and throws. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Under fire! What a complete disaster. What a terrible... Decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Set to kick off.
Got room to work.
The return brings it down to the 30.
They'll operate out of split backs.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Lost a throw on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. It's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's complete. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the 1st down. The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Washington!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, Mountain West teams colliding in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Fresno State ran roughshod over the competition en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it, and I don't just mean in those gorgeous unis. This team is buttoned up. A busy day in the Mountain West, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll run it from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Across the 25, he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Reads it, fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They'll pull it on the read. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he missed it. No good. Missed a chance to stretch this lead. It's still sitting on 9. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Looking deep down the right side. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
And the Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Lofts one high and deep. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep...
They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Creates a little room. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense getting set for first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Finds the tight end. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. catches it cleanly at the 20. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Fires to the big fella. At the 45, on his way. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. Takes the easy one to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Hits him in stride at the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now it's second and goal. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. And despite the missed field goal, guys, there's a bright side. They're still up by 16.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick release by the QB. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looks as if he's going to run it.
QBs that can run completely change your game. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Plucks it out of the air. Breaks into the open. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Huskies line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. A little screen to the running back. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing the tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. They want to throw it. Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point conversion attempt is stopped.
30, Washington, 20.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off play action on 1st down. Fires complete on the crosser. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on 1st down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be 2nd down. Wants to go up top.
I wonder if the receiver heard footsteps on that play. Defender, very, very close, but you'd like to see your wide receiver haul that in.
And the Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Pulls it in, it's Jackson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Leaves it with the back. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He's got him. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Looking for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. They just keep firing. Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put...
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man across the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Leaves it with the back.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Now they'll try the right side. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Oh, better look out! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
The score, TCU 37, Washington 20.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Quickly to the tight end. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Washington wants to go quickly.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
So now it's second and long.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Just keeps slinging it. Makes the grab. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarter.
There he goes. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. He'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Trying play action. He wants it all. Touchdown, Washington. Fit it in the window for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They want that clock to run. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down. And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. This time on target. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Brings up second down.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Timeout, Washington.
Third down play from the gun. Working the middle. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent, looking ahead to next season. But that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.